Did you say yes, ma'am, or just ma'am?
I said yes, ma'am.
Srimad Bhagwatam or Bhagwat Puran, Skanda 3, Volume 3 or Canto 3, Chapter 9, Sloka 9 onwards. So before this, Brahmaji was telling that he feel pain in his soul. Why he feel pain in his soul? By seeing the sufferings of the human beings. And it is the repeated sufferings of the human beings. So how do the humans suffer? They suffer because of the diseases, because of hunger, thirst, cold, heat, storm, natural calamities, desires, anger. So this is also a suffering according to Lord Brahmaji, desire and anger as well. So now what Brahmaji is saying in 9th shloka, O Lord, as long as a man continues to regard himself as different entity than yourself, due to the presence of the Maya and the gunas in the form of senses and material desires. Though this life and death cycle has no reality, it is a never ending source of miseries. So, Brahmaji is also saying that the life and death cycle. So, Brahmaji is also accepting the fact that this life and death is an illusion and it is a never ending source with full of miseries. So that is why Shri Krishna ji is saying give moksha to your soul. Otherwise the soul has to keep on repeating this process and suffer a lot. So
Mom,
huh?
can I explain?
Sorry?
Can I explain?
Yeah, let me finish.
Okay.
Because due to this cycle, a person will always be subjected to the actions and karma performed by him. So why it is a suffering? Because a body will perform the karma and he will be subject to the outcome. So that is what it is being carried forward. Then again the body dies, then again the soul goes to a new body. Those karmas are being carried forward, or we can say the points are being carried forward, negative points or positive points. Then according to that the body again lives the life. Then that body keep on accumulating more points, bad or good. That is why Shri Krishna ji is saying, or Brahma ji is saying that life is full of miseries. This cycle of life and death is full of miseries. Yes, Nikita, your
Ma'am, in
turn.
this shloka, what's been said is that Lord Brahma is saying that the life and death cycle is like an illusion. It never stops, and because of that, it tends for the person's soul to get a lot of suffering and problems because um, the body does karma or something. And
Yes,
also
correct.
in the next life, we'll have the same negative.
It's okay, you both can say together, no problem.
Mom, it is like, mom, if Nikita tells, then Nehra interrupts. If Nana tells, Nikita interrupts.
It's very common between the siblings. Yeah, come on.
Yeah, now you can continue.
Yeah, ma'am. So in this shloka, what Brahma is saying that it the body has karma.
Hmm. Body does the karma.
Yeah, body does the karma, and because of that, it keeps going to other souls, and um, it keeps having negative thing.
It keep accumulating negative points and positive points according to the karma.
Yeah.
Hmm. Thank you so much. Naina, your turn next. Loka 10. You're there?
Yeah, ma'am.
Ah, thank you. Those who have an aversion for chanting and kirtans and have to pass through a series of birth and deaths in this world, even if they are born in a family of saints and sages. So what Brahmaji is saying that even if you born in a family of saint and sages, even though you do chanting and kirtans, you have to pass through a series. It is a series of birth and deaths in this world. The mind and senses of such men are occupied with material pursuits, and they get distracted with many thoughts during the day and night. Mind and senses, obviously we are totally occupied in our material life, everyone. So Shri Krishna, it has been said that humans are occupied throughout the day and night in all these material things with their mind and senses. Their sleep is disturbed multiple times during the night as their mind is being tossed by ambitions of many kinds. So why the sleep is being disturbed? Because of the mind, because of we are thinking too many things. So when we think too many things, our mind is working continuously and our sleep get disturbed. As a result, even their efforts to attain their goals are failed. So there is a message in this shloka that don't focus on too many things. Focus on one thing. If you remember in Bhagavad Gita also Shri Krishna ji said that focus on one thing instead of focusing on too many things. When you focus on too many things, you end up in gaining nothing. You end up in achieving nothing. But if you focus on one thing, you achieve it to the best. So here also Brahmaji is saying why there is a failure. That a person is focusing on too many things, too many ambitions, and it land up in sleepless night, too many breaks during the night, during your sleep, and the goals are failed. Yes, Nana, your turn.
It's been said that the Lord Shri Krishna is saying that the karma. Hello.
Yeah, I'm listening, you say.
The circle of life and death
Uh-huh. Then,
is just
huh?
is very
Okay, who was listening?
me.
You. Very good. Apart from me, Kiritika, Shravan, Tapasya.
Actually, I went to get my breakfast, mom. So.
Okay, no problem. Anyone else? ठीक है, me, you explain me.
Yeah. Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, so in this shloka, ma'am, it's basically said that, ma'am, like in Bhagavad Gita also, ma'am, when you, sorry, ma'am.
No problem.
Ma'am, so most of the people now run behind the materialistic desires. Ma'am, and while that makes our life easier here, ma'am, it has like a big burden, ma'am, because like none of us remember our previous life, so most of them just say, hey, this is the first life. Ma'am, but in reality, ma'am, it's not first life. That before life is not the first life. Before that, not the first life. How many thousands of times the soul, our soul, or my soul, or anything, ma'am, has been passed on again and again and again. Ma'am, and the soul kind of gets tired of it. Ma'am, and people who like overthink it and ma'am, they have like, too much ambition, too many goals, and like overthink so much. Ma'am, in the night when they're sleeping, they just randomly just wake up and sometimes they can't even sleep again. Ma'am, so it's basically like even in the Bhagavad Gita it was said that ma'am it was said that like you should focus on one thing, ma'am. It's not like ma'am, it's like if you're cooking a cake and in the middle you're writing an exam and in middle of that you're attending a class. Ma'am, you should not do all of that, ma'am. Like ma'am, if you're cooking a cake, you should focus on that. If you're chanting the shlokas, you should focus on that. If you're doing something, ma'am, only if you give full focus, it's actually possible. Ma'am, like example, also, ma'am, in middle of exam, if I'm like with a whisk, I'm like turning the batter, and then in one more hand, I'm like going to press it. Ma'am, that's not even possible. Ma'am, we should focus on one thing and do that thing properly, then go to the next one.
Very good. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
So this point will be we will come across by many people. Even your teachers will tell you, even your elders will tell you at home. See, even so now gods are telling. Supreme Lord also has said. Brahmaji is also saying. So it's a very common thing which humans are not able to understand. That is why everybody is saying. है ना, like you all are now growing, so you will get so many advices and you will feel really irritated that why everybody is saying the same thing. But instead of getting irritated, you try to understand why everybody is saying the same thing and try to understand and follow that. Instead of getting irritated, I'm saying this because I know like how teenagers or youngsters are doing. They are telling that same thing everybody is saying. So why don't you understand why same thing everybody is saying instead of getting irritated, and try to follow that, try to understand the fact, try to understand what everybody wants you to do. No? If you see, if we listen what everyone says, then life becomes very easy. And always remember, not everyone is coming and seeing you. Only only the person who care for you, who have concern for you, will come and give you advice. Now you meet with so many people. Does everybody gives you advice? I don't think so. Everybody gives us advice.
No,
It's a
ma'am, not
very
even half of them.
very few selected ones. So, not to get irritated and try to understand that why that person had said me this. There must be something behind that. So, I need to work on that. You should take that in a positive way. Instead of getting, oh, I don't want advice. Why somebody is giving me advice? Maybe it is Supreme Lord who has come in that form and giving you an advice. Always take it in a positive way and consider it in such a way. Now Shloka 11. Naina, you're there? I hope this one you can do. Sorry.
Mom, can I explain the shloka?
Okay, Tapasya. Shloka 11. The path leading to you can be discovered only by hearing your glories, and you surely dwell in the lotus like hearts of your devotees. Okay, so Brahmaji is saying that the devotee's heart is also lotus like, whose heart are purified through the practice of devotion. And for the welfare of your devotees, you assume that very form in which they think of you, O Lord. Come on, Tapasya. Can you do it?
Yes, ma'am. So, ma'am, Brahmaji is telling that, uh, oh Lord, Shri Krishna, ma'am, can I first tell you with an example?
Yeah, sure, anything.
So, ma'am, for example, it is like if a person, if a person who is dedicated to Lord Shri Krishna, who is like a best devotee of Lord Shri Krishna, and like he should be like fully surrendered to him. He's not into material nature, Lord Shri Krishna can only purify those souls who are only dedicated to him and who is not into desires.
Hmm.
And in one more example, it's like if a child is cranky and very disturbed for some reason, then his or her mother um so her mother will be like, "Oh God, what should I do?" But the thing is that she can call up a Lord Shri Krishna and ask him for advice. Then tell and it is also like if she hears to the glories of Lord Shri Krishna, if she gets moksha, then Lord Shri Krishna can purify herself.
Okay.
So
So the
many
heart of
beautiful.
a devotee is purified by the continuous devotion. So that is why I keep saying chant the shlokas, Bhagavad Gita shlokas, keep offering to Shri Krishna ji. So this is devotion. You will be doing a devotion towards Shri Krishna ji. So this continuous process will purify your heart as well. Okay, now shloka 12, Shravan, Kritika, you are there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. O Lord, you are only one and you are the most beneficial to every living being. You yourself are the inner self of all living beings. So here also Brahmaji saying you yourself, inner self in the sense Sri Krishna ji's fragment is there inside all the living being as a soul. And Sri Krishna ji is beneficial for all the living beings. Where Sri Krishna ji is seated in everybody's heart. So soul is there in our heart where Sri Krishna ji is there. So that is why you are more pleased when you show your compassion towards the human beings and not so much pleased when worshipped by the gods. So when humans worship Sri Krishna ji, he is more pleased than gods worshipping him who have certain desires within them. But to get this compassion is extremely rare for the people who are not true in their hearts. So Brahmaji is saying if a person is not true through the heart, then to receive the compassion of Sri Krishna ji is difficult. But with a true heart, a person can receive the compassion of Sri Krishna ji. So it is like no, it doesn't look like a flashback like Sri Krishna ji has also said that a person has to be a true devotee. The person cannot cheat Sri Krishna ji because Sri Krishna ji is everywhere. He is inside, he is outside, he is surrounding, and he knows everything. So same thing Brahmaji is also saying. Then that Sri Krishna ji is pleased by humans, but the human should do devotion with a true heart. If it is not true, then the person cannot get the compassion of the Supreme Lord. So just imagine when gods are praying, Supreme Lord is not so much pleased, but when humans are praying, Supreme Lord is very much pleased. So we should understand these things and we should try to do more and more of devotion. Come on, Kritika, your turn.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, in this shloka, Brahma is telling that the soul of the Supreme Lord is present in every living being, and he is very beneficial to all the living beings, and he shows his compassion only to devotees who pray without any desires, and he is more pleased when devotees or people pray rather than demigods. And to for him to show his compassion, uh, a, the devotee must have a pure heart, like no desires at all.
Correct. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Shravan. Shloka 13.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Shloka 13. Therefore, the highest reward of any man's act is to win your pleasure. So, this is the highest reward, to get the pleasure of Shri Krishna ji, or get the no attention of Shri Krishna ji. So, this is the highest pleasure. But we understand pleasure is what? The material happiness. But Brahmaji is saying that the highest pleasure is to attain Krishna ji. So one should offer all their pious tasks such as sacrificial performances, charitable gifts, austerity, penance, and observing fast to you. So see, Brahmaji is also saying to offer. So whatever we are doing, we should keep offering to Sri Krishna ji. Once such pious acts are offered to you, then the results are achieved by such devotees very easily. So when we offer, it is not that Krishna ji is going to take away the things from you, but it is through heart that you are feeling, that you are offering to Sri Krishna ji, you are remembering Sri Krishna ji. So then the results are very good, easy, and very pleasing. So why pleasing? Because wherever Krishna ji comes, the results are pleasing. The results are really good. Okay, Shravan, your turn.
Yes, ma'am. So in this shloka, it's being said that we should try and win the pleasure of Lord Sri Krishna ji and not try to have pleasure for yourself. So, and that is just reaching moksha. So you should try to, uh, you should try to, by praying to Lord Sri Krishna, I, I, he enjoys the prayers of humans more than other gods themselves.
Very good. Naina, your turn. Naina. Naina. Naina is not there, Nikita. Nikita. Great. ठीक है, next श्लोका 14. Tapasya, your turn. You are there?
Yes, ma'am, I'm there.
Okay.
Mom, I'm also there.
I know. Shloka 14. The brilliance of your true nature always helps to remove the darkness of ignorance and illusion. So, brilliance of Sri Krishna ji removes all the darkness and illusion of whom? It is the humans. You know?
Okay, ma'am.
You are the abode of wisdom. My namaskar to you. So, Brahmaji is doing namaskar to Sri Krishna ji. That is bowing down in front of Sri Krishna ji. You
Ma'am,
are the
can I?
supreme person, and you take delight in the sportful activities of Maya. So Lord Brahmaji is saying that Krishna Bhagwanji is the supreme person. So who is responsible for the creations? Remember, it is the thought of Krishna Bhagwanji. He sowed the seeds in the womb of Brahmaji. Then Brahmaji sowed the seeds in the womb on the earth of the particular living being. Do you remember this process? It has come in Bhagavad Gita.
Yes, ma'am.
So now Brahmaji is also saying that Krishna Bhagwanji is only responsible for the creation, preservation and dissolution of the universe. I have therefore made my multiple pranam to you. So he is saying I am bowing down in front of you thousands and millions of times, the ruler of the universe. So we should also learn that we should also keep on bowing in front of Sri Krishna ji again and again, thousands of times. So this is actually what? This is the glories of Krishna Bhagwanji that Lord Brahmaji is singing or saying. Hmm? Come on,
Can I?
Tapasya, your turn.
So, ma'am, in this book, it has been told that, oh Lord Shri Krishna, you are the ruler of this universe, and what do you tell that?
Hmm. क्या भूल गए? You forgot?
Yes, ma'am.
Why, Tapasya? You're feeling sleepy?
No, not now.
Who remembers? Kritika?
Um,
Me?
me?
Me, I know. Yeah, come on, me. So this will be the last shloka then. 14th, okay? ठीक है, Tejas
Ma'am, so
explain.
from next class, Sloka 15, right?
हाँ. Come on, Tejas, explain the last shloka.
Okay, ma'am. So in this shloka, it said that, ma'am, the pure and the sheer brilliance of Lord Shri Krishna can, in like an instant, just wipe out all the darkness, negativity, everything bad in the humans, ma'am. But ma'am, the humans, ma'am, they before everyone used to chant in the previous yugas, but in this yuga, no one is chanting like. Ma'am, of course, some people are chanting like us and more are there. Ma'am, but ma'am, more people should be towards this, and ma'am, the soul gets tired, and ma'am, and Lord Sri Krishna is also like the creator, the inventor, preserver, destroyer, ma'am, everything. Ma'am, like he puts the like the descendants of that specific species in Brahmaji's womb, who then puts it in the other womb of the living being on earth. Ma'am and Lord Sri Krishna, ma'am, it's kind of like saying, I have, I have a bigger chocolate than you. It's more tasty. It's more premium. It's more tasty and good. And ma'am, the humans are like, it's fine. I'll just eat the bad one. Ma'am, instead of trying and getting trying and getting moksha when in ma'am, like I don't know how to say this, ma'am, but ma'am, it's kind of like saying you have a laptop from like 2000 and another person has the same laptop from 2022, and then the people are like, no, it's fine, we'll use the old one. I don't want the better and the new one. Ma'am, so we should always aim for that. Ma'am, many people are aiming for things like, okay, so by next 10 years, I need to have 10 crores in my bank account. Ma'am, 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 that's good, ma'am. But even a beggar, ma'am, even if he does not have material, like a material life in this, ma'am, but he also can read the Bhagwatam, and he'll also get moksha, ma'am. He has to understand, and ma'am, it's not something like only rich people or middle class people will get moksha. Everyone will get, ma'am. Ma'am, actually, this barrier like these people are rich, these people are like beggars. That was not even there in the Vedas or anything. It's just humans have created all that, ma'am. So everyone is eligible, ma'am. It's kind of like ma'am, it's kind of like the time when government was like, you can get vaccines for free. Everyone's eligible. Ma'am, like that, ma'am, everyone's eligible for this, but no one is even trying to aim for that.
Correct. Very good, Tejas.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you